Oops. I was messing with my setting. Okay, let's kapow. And bye. Oh, welcome. Welcome. Let me just slouch for a minute. Oh, you know what? I turned down my gain a while back because we're recording BNC, and someone told me my mic was quiet, and I was like, that's ridiculous. But did I never turn the gain back up? Oh, look at that. I hope I'm not quieter than normal. Where's that setting? Oh wait, no, it's like exactly where it was before. People are crazy. People don't know what they're talking about. Okay. Okay. Yes. Welcome back to your favorite stream. Port. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. It's been so, it feels like it's been so long since I've done anything on stream. Because it's been like, what, like 2 weeks? No. It's only been 2 weeks, and it feels like a long time has passed. But don't worry, I still remember how to play the game. And I still remember that it frustrates me to no end. And we're gonna win. This I know. Duh. I don't know, I probably don't need to talk about that anymore. We can just get straight into it. Wait, oh, I'm on the wrong I'm clicked into the wrong thing. You might as well just start. Because we're doing a new part with the lady, I think. Oh, it's kind of dramatic how they do this. Okay. Why does it look like this? This reminds me of Bad Apple. If you remember that song. So there's like, what, like twins? Where like there's like 2 people stabbing something? Oh right, it was my mentor, she stabbed something. Is she in an insane asylum? Been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. Had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. Oh, is my assumption already wrong? Is my assumption already wrong? Hello, Spicy. Don't be afraid. Man. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. Ah, there you are, finally. Oh, that's not the right voice. Oh, wakey wakey. Who is this lady? What kind of voice? She looks kind of silly. How you get my stream notifications loud enough that it scares you? That's kind of funny. I hope that you never turn that off. Let's see. Scientist type. Whimsical type. Yeah. Welcome, wake up. Wake up. Oh my goodness. You're only on a 3 stream streak? That's crazy. What happened to you? You missed one time. And it ruined your golden record. Can't think of a voice. Yeah, I'll do that one. Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Who are you? You got back from Texas? How was it? Did you have fun? It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. What? Am I doing the wrong voice? I'm doing the wrong voice. Whatever, we're sticking with it. Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. So you are? The coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. This is not my daughter. This is some random lady that... honestly, probably a child with her outfit. Right. Wait, you're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? Undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please, I'm out of time. But... please, you have to help. It's my sister. What? What is this? What is this game? Maya, could it be? Okay, I'll hear you out. Oh, he was flashbacking because of his trauma. Because he saw... Yeah. Spicy, did you catch the bouquet in the wedding? You know when the bride throws the bouquet and it like flies and then someone has to catch it? Did you catch it? Did you win? Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma. I'm a Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Yeah, you do look like you do science. They didn't do it? They didn't do the bouquet toss? What did they do instead? Did they throw something else? Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy, maybe just young. Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Oh, I knew it. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known at my age, no less. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job at my age, no less. Great, another future professional in training. They did some Texan stuff? What's Texan stuff? What's a Texan wedding like? What's Texas like? What's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow? Line dancing? Did you dance in a line? Did you get turned around? Cheering? Cheer? Were they cheerleaders? That kind of cheer? Or like cheered like tap the glass so your speech cheer kind? That's more like regular, I suppose. Did they have horses? Jeans, cowboy hats, and boots? Did they have horses? Spicy, did they have horses? I need it. Spicy. 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 Spicy, do they have horses? Spicy, do they have horses? Not at the wedding? What's the point?
My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't.
Oh, because they're ranchers? That's cool. Oh, so it's a murder case.
I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's scientific fact.
And there's a witness.
Just talk to her. You have to talk to her.
Right. I suppose I will.
I promised her I'd bring Mia Faye, but...
That's interesting. How'd you know Mia? She kind of looks like Mia. What new animated Chinese movie came out? What's the movie called? Do you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up then?
Excuse me? I'm not a child, I have you know.
Still, it's good to have a goal, be it a very unusual one.
I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you?
Yeah. Sure can't fault her for the lack of enthusiasm.
If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared.
Your sister?
I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when done.
I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. What do you mean, Nobody? Is that the name of the movie or what? What is that? What's Nobody? Kingdom Hearts? That was a joke. Kingdom Hearts is owned by Square Enix, which I don't think is Chinese. I think that might be Japanese.
My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Faye person was a few years below her in school.
They went to the same school, huh?
She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And well, I need one.
Incidentally, Mia's a woman.
Now that you mention it, yes,
It is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close.
well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her.
Huh?
But my only family.
Your only family? What about your parents?
They died in a car accident when I was little.
Oh, I'm sorry? I'm so sorry about your incident. Ooh, a link? I'm gonna click it. This is why no one else can share links. Oh, I want to watch this. I've seen this before. Like I want to watch this. It's like Momotaro, right? But like, why is it? But it's Chinese. Oh, y'all Chinese folktales. Oh, interesting. Is this not like Momotaro? Oh, interesting. I want to watch this. Wait, is it in theaters? Spicy, is this in theaters? Wait, I can look it up. Wait. Oh, okay, I can look it up. I want to watch this. Nobody. More Chinese film, please. Nobody. Chinese film. They only have it in Chinese. Haha, that would be funny. Ah! Wait a second. Wait a second. Is this in theaters? I had clicked on this link before. I had clicked on the IMDb specifically. So that's how you know I looked at this in the past. At some point. It's in a theater next to you? What good is that for the rest of us? Oh wait, this came out in 2025. Why would this be in theaters now? Spicy, why didn't you tell me in 2025? Could have watched it. Oh, Hoppers! I need to watch Hoppers. I heard it's very good. I also wanted to watch Goat. The Super Mario Galaxy movie though. I only want to kind of watch it because I heard Fox might be in it. And I don't really want to watch it though. Snaps. I want to watch this movie. Remind me after stream. Where's my chat go? Why? What do you mean? Why do I blame you? You didn't tell me last year when I initially saw the trailer or something. I saw something about it. I was like, I gotta watch this, and you didn't tell me about it back then. Tis tis. You can stream Goat. You have it on like Blu-ray or something. I thought it just came out. It can't be available already. Is it available on something? You just heard about it? Excuses. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. Got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived.
Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors.
Sorry, ma'am. That's just your sister.
No excuses. Did you not want to raise this year?
Understood, ma'am. Whoa, what was that all about? I did the wrong voice. I went way too high and it's gonna be hard to maintain. On Amazon Prime? Goat? Isn't Goat Sony? Why is Sony on Amazon Prime?
Hi, Lana.
Let's drop her pitch instead of going high so she can contrast her sister. Funny.
I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here.
Because my memory is failing.
Look! You didn't want to come here either, okay?
Your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Wow, she really does look like Mia. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how did you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry, what exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. Oh, you're a prosecutor. Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana, I mean, they're just like...
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright?
It's on Trent for Amazon Prime. That's crazy. That's crazy spicy. Thanks for the info. There's something you should know from the start. Which is? The suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh?
Wait, but the suspect is...
Me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright, well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? Crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. Was in the witness's disposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? Crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? Your subordinate's car trunk, classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed as it were. Well, that's just great. Why did you confess? Why'd you do it? So who was the victim? And investigated with the police department. No, it better not be gumption. Better not be gumption. I suppose the correct term is detective.
A detective?
Death was due to loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Oh!
What, Mr. Wright? What does that mean?
Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. Oh, this case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. You're the chief prosecutor? That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. Make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. Oh, that's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't...
Lana? What happened to your hand?
Oh, this? I cut myself by accident when I stabbed him, that is.
Huh?
Not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Trying to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? Is that why she looks just like Mia? You were in school with Mia, right? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, did she? He's been too busy dicking out with Edgeworth to notice any other prosecutors, you guess? Yeah, that's probably right. It's probably because Edgeworth took all of his attention, you know? Like, he was just, like, always following his path and, like, trailing after him, trying to talk to him one last time. And, like, the only place they could talk would be in court because it's the only place, like, they would be forced to be in the same room together, you know what I mean? Anyway.
Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office.
Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey! I was in law school and was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different. She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. They gotta stop saying this about people. Like they do anything for something. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me?
Intellectually attracted, Lana was top of her class in school.
It was the best there was. Oh!
I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way.
Sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright... Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I'm admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case. None.
But Lana... Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So how can you say you did? I lose you? I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana.
Maybe she's getting blackmailed. Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over. Right, I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm going to find out what. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister, she's not always like that, you know? I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling, everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that, yeah. What happened to her?
I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... Well, maybe not.
Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out the underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we?
Okay.
Ooh, look at this underground parking. Kind of high tech. They have a machine. This is the lot where it all happened.
Looks like they're still investigating.
Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this.
Hey, everyone, keep up the good work.
Hey, what are you thinking?
Well, they're going to be my coworkers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello.
Actually, there is. You know, attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying not to stand out too much here, see? Hi there. You expecting to go and notice your partner? Partner? Oh my gosh. What do we have here? Looks like a bambino got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Just gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner.
Mr. Marshall.
What? Marshall looks more like a sheriff to me. Maybe I should change the accent. Nah, I'll just keep it. Look at you, bambino. Now how you feel? But this is my gang's gold strike, see?
Strike?
This is our claim, our territory, another load of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. Your dreams, cacti out in the desert dream. You wanna? What's this guy talking about? Get along home now. Happy trails, bambino. Was that a hombre friend of yours?
Kind of, sort of. Yeah, he's a detective.
He thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. Work hard, Gyro. Oh my gosh, you guys should hear about all the things Gyro's working so hard on when she's done. You should hear all about it. It is so interesting. Anyways.
Look, a door. This must mean something.
Kind of look to... Okay, good night. You guys are like polar opposites. I'm not sure that doors mean anything.
No, it won't open. A mysterious lock.
I fail to see what's mysterious about it.
Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more.
Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? Oh, what's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer?
Wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright?
Oh, what am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I'm gonna cough. Oh, oh. Maybe I didn't need a cough. All my mute buttons were broken, so it's good that I didn't.
I don't believe it. Real basic. Anything in a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket.
How's that scientific? Sounds like theft to me.
I'm called to duty already at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay?
By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this.
Okay, now, look at the court record.
I know how to do this. You think this is my first rodeo, kid?
You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now let's start examining from every angle. Oh look, I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with a press of A.
This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID 5842189.
See, well, isn't scientific investigation useful?
I guess I don't see what science has to do with it. That detective reminds me of Oz from my D&D campaign that has been on hiatus for months. Maybe we'll never go back to. Detective Oz, we called him. Well, no, I just called him Oz. But he was so cool. And then he was like probably a vampire and also an orc and also an investigator. He had a lot going on.
Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find.
I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on.
Aha! A ladder!
That's a stepladder. That is not a stepladder.
What's the difference in a scientific terms, please?
Scientific, huh?
Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright.
It all seems so horribly familiar somehow. This is clearly a ladder, right? You're crazy.
Here, a phone. Let's see if it works.
Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching.
I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure.
What is she babbling about?
Hey, what did you just say?
See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken.
This wall is in our way.
It's got a faucet for water.
Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank.
I fail to see how it makes a difference anyway. An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water.
It's heavy. I can't even budge it.
The drum over here is on its side.
Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout.
I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you might not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested.
What? I'm not suspicious.
Oh, what's that? Oops.
Look, a stylish glass-walled room. Very nice.
You could see the whole parking lot from in there.
It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe?
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Huh?
Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later.
I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office.
You know, I scored a 97 on my sign test the other day.
Too bad they don't have a test for common sense.
This is where the cars leave the lot.
There on the ground makes it look more like an entrance.
What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit.
Well, maybe it's both. kind of a dual purpose.
Haha, the theory of relativity. I've gotta write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know, was Mr. Relativity German or was he British?
Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? Why is she so dumb? Oh, why is she so dumb? I can't live like this. I got rid of one kid and now I got another kid. I gotta take around town. Oh, look, more stuff. Oops, more stuff.
Well, no time to waste. Let's go hunting for clues. I wonder what that is.
Alright, well, Bana looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. He's so ridiculous. Look, who does this with a knife in the middle of a crime scene? You're messing up the evidence by getting your beard hairs all over the floor. The sheriff. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You'd best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Scary.
Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car?
Well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You wanna know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, huh?
Please.
No problem, partner. About time for victuals anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. I'll just find you a surveyor so you like. Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when? For that matter. Note to self, look up Biddle's Saloon Cerveza. Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. In any case, stay away from the car. Yeah, you can look around here all you like, just keep your paws off our claim. Great.
Great. Maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out.
Excuse me. Were you two all set? Us? Oh, I did the wrong voice. What's this? She couldn't be.
You're selling lunches here? This is a crime scene. Hello. Half and half, was it?
Oh, thanks.
And you, sir?
Yes?
Some crunchy goodness coming at you.
Thanks. An interesting way of doing business.
This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passers-by, or are you officers?
No, but you don't exactly look the type to have clearance.
Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. If my days as the cough-up queen are over.
Cough up, huh?
You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. Images are burned into my eyes, you might say. It's all the sordid secrets.
Secret?
Dear me, you're a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective.
What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. Spicy said he was gonna sleep. He was playing Slay the Spire too. Guilty of spreading lies and misinformation. I see you, Spicy. I see you. Not sleeping. Anyways.
You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about?
Please, the cough-up queen. Please, cough-up queen, tell us what happened.
And the name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels.
Yes, ma'am. She means it. Why is this episode's all about duality? I feel like, or like parallels, like one for one, like the sister trial versus the other sister trial. You know, they're like very much parallels to each other. This lady who's like two sides of the same of a same coin, like flippity floppity, changing her personality. And then there's a whole stabbing at the beginning where we saw two people stabbing from the same silhouette. I don't know what's going on. Somehow I knew. Yesterday was the day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny? Was yesterday's special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul mysteries of the evil ones who haunt this den of iniquity. Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors? What a farce. So she's saying it was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to lance their lunches with something foul. I have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is this some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss? Mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find why they call me the cough-up queen. Oh. The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. So she's called the cough-up queens because she laces people's lunches. It's kind of like criminal if you think about it. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Star? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. And now I feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. See Lana Sky wield that knife so. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? Sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat, Lana Sky's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Sky? Of course, it's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunch boxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels late. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Because she has a vendetta against them. Oh my gosh. Phoenix. Oh my gosh, Phoenix, please. Can we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I own the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. You can only tell someone who's tried General Tso's Trilogy lunch set. Oh, never mind, you win. I don't even want to appreciate part of a Trilobite's flavor. Isn't that a fossil? Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I'll drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, because selling lunches is more important than romance.
Let us scientifically analyze the data available so far. You, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here.
Useful analysis, not. Did you have a bad experience with the prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility.
Hostility? Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder.
I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past.
That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning. Scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking cough up queen.
I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Well, this guy likes the samurai movie. Wait, that outfit! I know that outfit. Wait. This can't be Edgeworth's office. Why did they put a coat on the wall like a kimono? Like, is this ridiculous? Why the K?
This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really.
Thanks.
Look, there's a trophy or something here.
A trophy? What, that shield?
Takes real nerve to display stuff like this. One of his offices is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk.
Phoenix Wright?
You never tire of prying into other people's businesses, do you?
That voice.
I knew it. I knew it.
I knew that was your coat on the wall. You ridiculous man. Long time no see, Edgeworth.
Huh? Ugh. Mr. Edgeworth.
You know him from somewhere?
Of course, I'm his biggest fan. My sister introduced us once, and...
Oh, right. Her sister's the chief prosecutor after all.
Well, what brings you here?
I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk.
No, did I? No. It was just Mr. Wright here,
Hey, don't blame me.
We're just here to investigate a murder case.
Murder?
A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot.
That would be my car. What of it? Edgeworth, you gotta stop being involved with crimes. And why did you have a bright red sports car that's so gaudy? Why? I thought you'd have a more classy car, like maybe a white car. You seem like one of those like squarish white cars would have fit you better. Why did you get a splashy red sports car? It's ridiculous. What? Your car? I'll say one thing, she can certainly scream. So the body was found in your car?
Go ahead, say it right.
You think I did it, don't you?
After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less.
Oh, this is a new angle for him. They threw one more angle.
No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that, I mean...
What? So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister then?
Yes, sir, it's Emma Sky. Nice to meet you again.
Now that didn't sound forced at all. Oh, now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit it was a surprise for me too. I think my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what did you say? London Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top
prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You, Mr. Edgeworth. This is ridiculous. Edgeworth, your record is so bad right now because you keep going against me and I'm just so good at defending people. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors? You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. Whoa, his nail disappeared when he wriggled his finger. That was weird. How do you remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy? Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. Oh, what? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. Dude, why is he so edgy even now? Like, you're not on trial, dude. The fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys that bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one. Chief Prosecutor Scott, yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. Oh, I'm not doing the right accent. Hello, Governor. I'll go a little bit more like that. Or something. Auntie. Liverpool. I don't know, something like that. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago, I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I've always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person. And I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was a murder weapon? This is so contrived. To be specific, it was a knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Phoenix, you don't ask people that. Come on, can't he just take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Hey Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, he'll take it for sure, won't he? That's fine, we don't need it. I wish she could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth. Then my sister would be found guilty. She said, any deeper, I'm gonna start getting depressed. Well, that's all for this. My, what an amazing bouquet! Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place, Wendy. Wendy? Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiancé? I don't think so. Why is she sending him things? Wait, that's cute, this right here. It looks like his ascot or whatever it's called. Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture.
He's getting way too excited about this. I've been wondering, what is this?
It has a big K on it.
Prosecutors. Huh? What was that?
It's the King of Prosecutors trophy.
You're king of prosecutors!
It's a great honor, and they send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What, so?
So that K, that's...
He stands for king? Yeah, you got a problem with that. I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors, I kind of like it like Employee in the Month, only better.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know you were so cool.
So that's a King of Prosecutors shield, hmm?
Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud to be the King of Prosecutors.
Congratulations, King of Prosecutors.
Please stop saying that. That still doesn't explain one thing. Why is the tip of his shield broken off? Probably someone got hit in the head with it and, you know, it, like, broke off. Work desk. Quite tidy as one might expect.
What a nice desk! Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well, I can see my own reflection.
Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe?
Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir.
Don't, he'll sue you.
Hey, a chessboard!
I'm not too up on my chest, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot.
The Red Knights have surrounded the blue pawn.
Huh?
Those horses are mountain knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor Spawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you.
Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. No, it's nothing. Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Very suspicious moment here. You want me to look at his tea set? Yeah, we can do that next.
Oh, cute. What a pretty tea set.
I'm go more for the instant tea bags myself.
Amazing, the drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor.
Look at this royal blend.
What an exquisitely splendid concoction.
There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. He does seem like a man who would be into tea.
Oh, wow. What a view. It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor.
I guess you would feel important.
Incidentally, we need to jump out this window. The time until impact with the ground would be... Got it! Approximately 3.23 seconds.
That's handy to know.
Whoa, these are all case files?
They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights.
Must have someone get them for him.
Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe?
I must study these cases reports so closely. He's so cool.
You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Oh, you just wanted to look at this? Yeah, it's cute. He's like a cute little setup back here full of tea. Yeah, maybe Phoenix does not really have hobbies. We haven't heard. Look at all these hobbies that this guy has. Chess, tea. I mean, clearly he has a lot of trials, unlike Phoenix, who has like done like 4 trials so far ever. He's got his coat kimonoed on the wall. People send him gifts. What a nice place setup. Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. And he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from the seams. He's so cool. He's such a fangirl. Sofa hair is cool. On our good man here? Probably. How do I rotate this? Oh, it's a hand. Oh, because it's a shield. What's this?
Hey, check it out. There's a metal plate here.
Looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it.
Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Bon Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner.
Uh-oh. Yeah. That's probably it. This face that Emma makes is really cute. She does it a lot.
Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime.
When she says it, his name does have a kind of a ring to it. Oh, I didn't mean to click it again. Emma was fangirling so hard. Hi, Nene! We're playing Ace Attorney, if you'd believe it. Nothing to look at here. They really upped the budget because now they can have all these things. How do I present this? How do I present this to you? Oh, there it is. You hope I'm here for an hour? You have to make dinner? I'll be here for an hour, at least. You have to change your dinner days? You could. Or you could hang out with me more and make up for all the times you're making dinner. Oh my gosh, Gyro, once you learn sound editing, can you teach me? Oh my gosh, what if we like hung out together and you like taught me how to edit sound and I was like, I suffered only a little bit because you suffered so much to get your skills, kind of like I reap the rewards of your knowledge kind of moment, but like we're together, so it's like a good time. Think about it. So basically basically, this says you were the best last year, huh?
You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, Wright. I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? What is that?
I go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works, yeah.
I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken?
It doesn't matter. I've got more important things to worry about.
Oh, right, yeah.
He doesn't seem too concerned about its award for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office.
Maybe I should ask him more about yesterday.
You're gonna teach me what a parametric EQ is and does? Oh my gosh. I would say I can't wait, but I can wait. Yeah. Oh my gosh, guys. Gyro's editing the episode 16, which is our in-person session. And I heard a little bit of the audio. It's just like reverberating, echoing in the room like a I don't know. Like I don't know, like, you know when if you go into like a, I don't know, like an amphitheater and you just start shouting and it just bounces against all the walls and hits you. It's kind of like that. Maybe we should have put more cushions out. Well, whatever. It'll be good to watch. It'll be fun. The little bit I've seen is like, that's fun. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder?
Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Making your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. It's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield, yeah? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12.
That's very precise.
People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright.
No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence.
Wait.
This is a parking stop in the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. The murder happened right after you got back. What? Right.
I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my gosh.
Bye, Nene. Have fun tearing your lettuce. Hee hee hoo hoo.
Yeah. What? Oh, Spicy sending you mysterious videos. Interesting. Oh, excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anyone on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir. I've requested the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence to the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir. Oh, no, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not on this report, sir. I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir, I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your arrangement, sir. Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right, Officer Meekins. Take your report and leave. Good luck with that raise next month. Oh, but sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains, and good luck. His hand was all busted. Right? Yes, sir. Got me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. You may leave now.
British? Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright.
The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. Things have finally calmed down, at least. Okay, bye. I already looked around your whole room, so I don't need to be here anymore. What is in front of the police department? What is that mascot? Why is it busted?
Oh, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office?
Beats me, that took almost 30 minutes by taxi and traffic wasn't even that bad. Police department, huh? Believe I've been to the criminal affairs next door, huh? Oh, what's that? Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Oh wait, I know. This is the blue badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Kinda cute.
Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow.
Forget the blue badger. Who's that next to him?
Someone appears to be dancing with the blue badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me.
Sure is running here fast.
Hey, pal. What are you doing here?
That's my line, Detective Gumshoe.
Specifically, why were you dancing?
Specifically, why were you dancing over there?
Well,
At least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information.
hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. What? Why not?
Huh?
Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him.
But what if she's not telling the truth?
As well. No, come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her.
But what if the evidence was faked?
Hey, pal.
Can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister.
Whoa, chief prosecutor's little sister. Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically.
Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like fake.
Huh?
It's a sensitive issue with us these days. Yeah, because of Edgeworth.
What are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe?
Me? Oh, well, nothing really. You kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean, this time?
What happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all.
It's true, we've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being led into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all.
None of you?
I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? But anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down, Pat.
Isn't there anything else you could be doing?
The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. An Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot.
Officer Marshall?
Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. A lot of odd things happening here. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Hey pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that, you have to turn it in to the police. People like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Ah, my mistake. Didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa, well now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. That's what I thought.
Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe?
I never even examined this yet. Why is it blurry? A name and ID number are written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID, blah blah blah.
I wonder why they only use numbers for IDs.
What else would they use?
Letters, silly. They're the reason we have written language in the first place.
True.
Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID, yada yada. empty. Wouldn't that be better?
Yeah, but well, it does have a certain ring to it.
Exactly my point, haha.
It doesn't take much to amuse her. What does it say? What department? Oh, police department. Why is it so blurry? This is so clear. Everything else is blurry. Let's look at this. Nothing on the back. Miles Edgeworth, 512. This is date of the day of the crime.
The murder took place 3 minutes before Edgeworth parked his car.
After.
If only he was held up at a couple extra red lights, he wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair.
Perhaps.
This goes to show you never know what happens when you run a yellow light.
I guess.
Let's ask about this.
Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Congratulations.
I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken?
Ah, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. And with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers must be because of the rumors. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? Who would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I didn't mean. I mean, I'm sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Maybe Emma is protecting him. Ooh. Because someone else was targeting him for being the best. And it's her job to protect her peons. Poor Mr. Edgeworth, what could have happened? We have to find out a little bit more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Though this ID card belonged to the victim, it was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman.
Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it?
Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. It was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago.
I like the Detective Goodman looks so cute, like a happy little man.
Well, he's dead now.
Evidence transferal? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned it too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but when is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot? And Lana's confessing as much. He's in a tough spot again. Again. There's a lot of flashbacks in this. I guess it's good that we took a break between these two chapters. Well, it all started with the murder of the defense attorney to Hamon.
But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent.
Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering, they're practically shouting.
But there's no evidence against him.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department of higher-ups. Only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea who was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? Nah, he should have it. But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this all for all of us. I like you, Detective Gumshoe. Maybe I just like detectives. Wait, where is he? I wanted to talk to you. Buddy. He's not even here? Oh my gosh, whoever's supposed to talk to. Why are you gone, lady? Oh, you might be wondering why am I realized that was the skip dialogue thing. Like, she doesn't care about that. She doesn't. Maybe she'll care about this. No, she doesn't. Maybe she'll care about this. About this card.
Lunchland vendors only accept cash, no cards. It's not a card belonging to someone else.
No, this isn't a credit card. It's an ID card. It belongs to a detective.
And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady. Why? Like showing a fine honey hand to a detective.
I don't always feel like I'm being mocked. Why am I always being... Oh, wait a minute. Can we go over there? No, we can't. Wait, we already talked about this. It got rid of our, like, check marks. I guess we didn't show him the knife. If you show one, it shows both. Okay. The detectives in there look pretty busy.
Just imagine right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action.
Somehow the thought fails to excite me.
I was wondering about that.
What?
Ah, the Dancing Blue Badger. It's my masterpiece.
You made this detective gumshoe?
The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered so it can go anywhere. And no switch so it just dances until the battery dies. Poor Blue Badger fitted to dance until he drops.
Oh, so this is important. Interesting.
And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you.
Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? You meant the guy who was, what was his name? The guy in the parking lot,
That'd be Officer Marshall. He was warned directly by the chief of police.
Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something?
No, Jake Marshall is just a regular officer. From West LA.
Are we in LA?
For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene, maybe.
Receive from Detective Gumshoe. Allows bearer to investigate the crime scene. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. I want to see what's crossed off.
Just act like you're supposed to be there. Nobody will look at you twice, pal.
Let's look at it. I can't rotate. Ah, he worked so hard to make that guy. It's cute. What does it say? $20?
Hey, look there. It looks like something's been crossed out. Maybe it was a letter or something to Detective Gumshoe.
Let's see. Annual bonus $20. That's pretty bad.
I think a couple zeros are missing.
No, that sounds about right. At least in that detective's case. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator. Yeah, apparently I don't make squat. Before we leave, just making sure we didn't miss anything, move. Okay, let's go investigate. Progression! Looks like the investigation is still going. I'll have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight, then maybe what? Still here? Oh, hello! Why the surprised looks, didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too. What happened to the security guard? She said two, Phoenix. Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its head. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. What does Bambina mean? Why does he keep saying that? Like Bambi?
There's something I wanted to ask you.
Scene of the crime, a gold grave, a man of lost their dreams. Let me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert house judgment.
The sleep.
Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? I always push the wrong button. Would you mind reading this for me? Oh, what's this? I warn you, fan letters me go right in the spittoon. The letter of introduction for from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? That old cow dog? You holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look what it should say, letter of introduction. It says invitation. I think you just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe, better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in then.
Thank you, Officer Marshall.
Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me.
Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or a hire?
Well, folks, clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. We let the settlers strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. What is this nonsense he's saying? Manifest destiny is bad, dude.
Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
They say I won't be needing this anymore. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific?
It's Goodman. He was a detective, right?
Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Victor Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. Smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Star. Was stabbed at the chest and fine piece of work. His autopsy report.
Was my sister involved with the victim in any way?
Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Scott and Detective Goodman. Nothing in common at all.
Nothing in common?
They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So there's no motive. Goodman wasn't particularly gifted detective. That's one reason he needed much work with the chief prosecutor.
My sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot? So it seems like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. I might not mean offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective? You called me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Oh, Spicy would know. He was there. Huh? I was one of them fancy detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason, but just short on hands right now. Keep an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. It's because he runs with that Edgeworth, huh? Edgeworth? The cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just you don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? Oh, Lord, dude, thanks. Do you have any opinions about this? Alright, compadre, count to 3. Huh? You gotta do that if you're gonna draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas. Remind me never to visit Texas. Wait a minute. This doesn't say 5:15. It says that he died within an hour and a half of 4. That's suspicious. Was that some sort of police passport? It's Detective Goodman's ID card, strangely enough. He found it a good distance away from the crime scene. Good distance in this vowel. If you want distance, get yourself to Texas. Texas? There's a tiny little crime scene in a tiny little town with a tiny little evidence. What difference does a few yards make, compadre? Note to self, if you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas. There's no other way to study than to hang with the pros. It appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted, so he wasn't allowed in. The crime took place in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car, it just screams, I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Is that true? That's rope, is it? Yep, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You've got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. You wouldn't know until you opened it, Emma. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. Like your sister? What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Right, let's check it out. Why is the music piping up? This is serious? Open sesame. Man, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know? Here, check out mine. It's Pink Princess strap. It's a hard to come by, you know? I see this series is as popular as ever with the kids. This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about that. I didn't ask you, Emma. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you never know with people from your generation. Whatever, let's just check this phone out. Beep beep. I see you're the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Beep. Hey, that song, I know that. Hey, what's going on over here? Beep. Oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed me down on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospectus guy. What? It's my sister's? I knew it. She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. It's like she was fixing to call someone, except she only spoke a few seconds according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I had a phone ring just now, one of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that? Oh, sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. Wrong number. That's Phoenix, you're so dumb. I hope you're not lying. They shoot for that in Texas, partner. You just be making anything up about Texas these days. Uh-oh, I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Anything else? B block is through there. That's where visitors park. I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak. Will not strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to block B block. I dream of the day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. You can get way more out of the phone besides one thing. I guess not. I wanted to push it again. Well, done with that. Well done with that. Then there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prosecutor suspected tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall? Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? Were they fiancés? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will. Someone's up to something here, but who? Suspicious about Mr. Edgeworth that have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and rearranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable that is until he met you. Isn't that kind of romantic? Yeah. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, find one person. They're off limits. Touchable, you might say. One person? Who? I hate to say this, but it's your sister's Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Lon Sky. What? My sister? Edgeworth can wrestle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals. What you're saying, Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. What the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. That why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? They target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? He's not here. Keep pushing A instead of Y. My sister's cell phone. The last time it was used was 5/18, right after Goodman was killed. Maybe she's canceling her date for the night. Why did Lana make that call? 12 p.m. Prospector's red seed came in at a trot, real slow like. Trot? And Madonna tells me the crime occurred 3 minutes later. Maybe waiting for a prince to ride in on his bright red horse. What you mean is, Hilly intended to use Edgeworth's car all along. It's probably his Madonna that did it. I don't know. She kind of has it out for prosecutors. They just gotta prove it how, you know? There's nothing really to do here now. We already examined everything. I guess I could show him the phone, see if he has any information. I gotta go somewhere. Let's see. Why won't she come back? I need to talk to her. I'm wondering why sis with if the witness is lying, then then it wasn't her. Stop telling me to count to 3, buddy. What exactly would you shield with that? Toy type? Maybe. Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth? You don't like him, right? We get the point. You know, when I was a detective, I got one of these. Let me guess, did it have a K for King of Detectives on it? Okay, they could use the same shield over and over. Note to self, the prosecutor's office and the criminal affairs are surprisingly cheap. You know it, they're getting cheaper with every passing year, I tell you. I think I already showed him this. We have nothing else to talk about. We already looked at everything. Am I missing something?
I see your badge. Looks pretty round. How about your star? Lone star shining in the nighttime sky. Beam of light illuminating evildoers come in the dark of night.
Note to self, evildoers are weak against starlight.
That's a sheriff's badge. I'm just gonna show him everything in. Oh, I already showed him this. So I'm obviously missing something, but I don't know what. So if I do it all over again, I can't miss it. We showed him everything. Nothing to talk about. Edgeworth is gone. I wanted to see if he would show up if we started analyzing his room. I guess not. Nope, nothing, 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 nothing. Nothing new. Okay. Maybe I have to analyze this. Name of deceased Bruce Goodman, 36. Date between 4 and 5:30. Loss of blood, chest wound. Knife. That was the only thing we didn't examine, actually. Am I missing something? I gotta be. My question is, what am I missing? I showed him everything. Let's just show him everything again. Oh, I showed you this, that's right. I'm just gonna do it all again. Just to confirm. Alright, we did this dialogue already. There's only 2 guys I can talk to besides literally my assistant here, and she's doesn't have any information, so. The patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, "Hi," and then I say, "Hey, you do that. You're super cool, buddy." And I said, "Hilarious, sorry I laughed so hard and cried." Guess he wasn't saluting, he was wiping tears from his eyes. They make a good pair.
Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white?
No idea why.
Well, I think they're designed after a panda.
A panda? You mean a skunk?
Not that I have scientific proof, it's just a theory.
Do you mind asking how you came up with that theory?
It was when I was on a school trip, I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, see?
What about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo?
Banning here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign.
Nice slogan.
I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets.
I don't think it's that kind of campaign.
The family wouldn't want to sit at home. It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar.
I think most families can figure that out without the extra help.
I always get excited when I come to the police department station.
Why is that?
This feels like I've jumped into a movie.
Huh?
You know, with all the police and criminals?
Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting.
Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust.
Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. Usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. You know this phrase? If you do, dial 911.
You know, Mr. Wright, I always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human.
He has a point.
I was wondering about that.
Oh. We already had this discussion. Well, that's everything. Maybe I'll present things to you. He's the only one I haven't shown everything to. Maybe I have to argue with the sheriff guy. Because he did say something about, you know, you have to, if someone says something wrong. Wait, I didn't look at this first. Yeah. Check his office again, because I'm paranoid. I've showed him everything. What am I missing? I messed up. It's not really an option to present when he's talking, actually. Wait, what? Why does it look like that? Oh, it's an elevator for the car. How did they get the car in over there? Oh my gosh, I missed that. What's this? Looks like some sort of note. Looks like something's written on it. What does this mean? You're right. Let's see. 6-7S 12/2. That could be a 5. His name printed on the paper above it. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed.
Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Note to self for detective reasoning. Go to Edgeworth, not Wright. Sure, Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. Do you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. So you're useless to me. The detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. Got a bad feeling about this. Like maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Because we don't. We have like nothing. We have nothing. We're just gonna use the witness's testimony and assume they're lying. Because they always lie. Bunch of liars. Bunch of stinking liars. Don't know how to say the truth. Always want to get other people in trouble for no reason. For their own personal gain, actually. I'm sick of that bridge painting on the wall. They should change it. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas. I'd rather the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? Defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. This guy, you remind me a lot of Mia. There's one decisive difference between you and her. And that is... you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. Why does she have all these badges? My first trial without a fae helping me. No one's going to bail me out this time. We don't need them. I'll be alone in there. Do I have to discover the truth? All by myself. Phoenix, we don't need the faes. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. We don't need the faes to do our job as defense attorneys. We're capable enough. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. Been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. He's probably had like a dozen trials since then, because he's so busy and he works hard, you know. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I'll choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. So romantic. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. suddenly feel like confessing to everything.
However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Well, then call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand. And cough up, Queen. Haven't I seen you somewhere?
You ordered the caviar lunch, right?
Whoa, caviar! I've never seen caviar before. The judge is really wolfing it down.
And for you, I have a fiesta bowl.
Thanks.
Will the witness state her name and profession? And you, sir? Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox?
It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please.
Well, Your Honor, how does it taste?
This is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty, it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. What does pickled tapioca taste like?
Name, profession, now. Me, name is Angel Starr, don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Very well, witness. Please describe the incidents to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Oh my gosh, this judge is so unprofessional. He should get fired. Hurry it up. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. You know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime.
Your Honors, Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional.
What exactly does that mean?
Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Starr was a special investigator with the police.
She was a first-rate homicide detective. Alright, what voice am I doing now?
Hello. What? Miss Starr was a detective?
I know who you are. Cough up.
Cough up, Queen Angel Starr, Your Honor. Long time no see.
Very well, you may continue with the description, Miss Starr. Just who is this lady?
I might have the court's attention over here.
She has a vendetta against the lady, for sure.
Parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. Chain divider separates the 2 blocks.
I suppose it's keep visitors from taking up prosecutor spaces, yes?
Crime took place by the car in the Crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. Killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Fortunately for her, there was a witness, and an arrest was made on the spot.
Who was this valiant witness?
Why, it was me, Your Honor.
Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime?
Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor.
Seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright? I can't agree on principle, Your Honor.
Seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining.
You can, then give them your worst, Miss Starr.
Were they talking about me? Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend And I sense something, perhaps from my finally honed detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand, and she thrust the pointed tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend? How touching.
As you can see, there's no room for doubt.
The point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than point of the knife, which she saw being stabbed to Detective Goodman.
So how does it feel to be so utterly crushed?
I'm still thinking about that.
It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright.
Very well, Mr. White. You may cross-examine the witness. Okay, should we press her on everything? Might as well. How did you know?
I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime, but the methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they are used to arrest and inconvenient evidence at their whim, killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that.
Sorry, do you have something personal against prosecutors?
I felt that I found my dream job when I became an investigator. But if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one.
Laid off? She was fired.
To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless.
Very well, you may continue, Miss Starr. This boyfriend is the detective?
Not that boyfriend, the security guard.
That boyfriend? You have several?
Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, the other boyfriend. Got a drawing? The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants.
I'll stick with the lunches, thanks.
Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. The security guard room is in the lot in Block A. It's up on the second level. You can see everything from there.
That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car?
Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. She was in B block when she witnessed the crime.
You sensed something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder?
It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds.
I have no idea what that means. Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective?
Yes, well he was like a young cheese.
A young cheese?
A pale white cheese not yet tangy with the experience on streets, a greenhorn.
Then I must be hard-yellowed and sharp as a tack.
Yeah, with an odor of an old cheese to match. In any case, there in that lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind.
A garish car, you mean?
Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes.
Mr. Edgeworth's?
Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's. Wasn't it? Indeed it was.
What an odd case this is. The person you saw, you're sure was the defendant?
I saw her from no further than 30 feet away.
I'm certain it was her. She's telling the truth, we're doomed.
Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick.
Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms, ergo, you are a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of Dad and me. I'll fry you like a bitter crispy on the outside, chewing on the inside. That was inspiring. I believe I heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism? I might be relegated to the lowly post at lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. A photograph, you took this? Wow, why is she wearing the bloody thingy? The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap, I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunch boxes is rigged with a camera. So that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now? You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant. Oh, that is unmistakably Lana Sky. What was the defendant doing at the time? Dude, she has so much evidence. This is the most evidence we've ever seen by a single witness. Tell me more about the knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are by nature well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. Can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, I'm in prison. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? And she thrust the pointed tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. What happened to your reflexes? Too late. Yes, the next moment, Chief Prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. Ah, I see. We need flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. I did that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? The reason having a panic next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that. Okay. So you couldn't see it from the security room because it was blocked by that water thing. Something's odd. You took a picture of her with a bloody coat on. This is not the moment of the crime. This is after. She does have gloves on though, so that's why she couldn't have left fingerprints. Why would she wear his coat? Hmm. Also, I said a single stab wound in the chest. This photo. I guess that could be the chest. I'm bloodied. Like, way more blood than, like, that moment. Can I present this?
Objection!
And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with a knife? As I've already said, yes. I swear on my finest salmon swirl lunch. I'm sure that is a fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? Why is Miss Sky not holding the knife? Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection? That'd be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. Taken the moment after the stabbing.
Objection!
Now how can you tell that? Blood splatter. Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? That's not her coat. That's the other guy's coat. The black and white photograph. Ah, yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem except you. Mr. Wright, are you gonna just sit there and take that kind of abuse? You've got a better idea. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. That's it. You ran out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. You don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating, like a robot. Killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. I guess she did have a coat on. I thought it was the other guy's coat that changes things.
Objection!
Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in the photograph. Whoa. Those gloves? Surgical gloves made of a thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. Maybe she wears gloves all the time. I don't know. I don't know her habits. This is a nice frame, though. Edward, this angle is good on you. It looks really, like, epic. Anyways. Gyro, don't shrink out Da Vinci. He's doing his best. I'm a nice frame. These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder, a serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony.
Hold it!
What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves? Like driving gloves?
Objection!
Gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, he came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was... yeah. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Ugh. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Star. This is bad. He's got them thinking this was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I've got to think of a way to show this wasn't premeditated. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We couldn't make it. You said that before. Anything else? She's really pushing the it's premeditated angle. Do we have to push the blame onto our good boy? I don't want to. How could this be planned? This is really important evidence. I'm not sure if this is relevant right now. I'm thinking maybe this is relevant, like if it was planned, why would she call her sister kind of thing, you know?
Objection!
This isn't it. Nah, I messed up. Oops, my first error. It was not planned because... Oh my goodness, good morning Opie, welcome. We're playing Ace Attorney again. This lady has a bunch of boyfriends. Am I enjoying the bonus chapter? I don't know. She's so good at testimony. Except everything's so contrived. Whoa. This is not premeditated somehow, and I need the evidence to prove it. Which is this. Rather than finding evidence to prove that it's not premeditated, I just have to nitpick at her words, which is like terrible if you think about it. I feel like maybe this, because like how could she premeditate Miles coming back to the office at that time? Like, that's very specific. To no motive. Oh, how is your time off? Didn't you have a vacation? Oh my goodness. I want to go on vacation again. This is her coat. It was really nice. Ah, good. Oh. I have to press her again about everything. We're just gonna skip to this dialogue really fast. She was fired, so that's her Motive.
Hold it!
Boyfriends. This is really unrelated. Wait. You can't see everything from there. Oh, I can't present right now? That's okay. I guess it's not relevant.
Why is it so difficult for me?
Premonition. Her stuff is like not relevant, like her extra stuff. It's a 4.5 inch dagger. No less than 30 feet away. Do we have there's no legend that tells us the distance or whatever. I mean, this is small. How big is the car anyways? Like 2 feet? 7 feet? I don't know. I don't know what to do. Snaps.
Objection!
Oh my gosh, this is like pretty hard. I don't know what angle to take. Alright. So she believes it was always premeditated, but how do we prove that it wasn't? This was left at the scene of the crime. This wouldn't be left behind if she was planning to kill him. Wait. It's like, how do you plan for someone to be there at the perfect time? It can't be premeditated if she was relying on Edgeworth's car. You forgot Edgeworth is prosecuting? Please bring up the fact, Phoenix, bring up the fact that this can't be planned, because who knew when Edgeworth would be there, you know? Please. No! Ugh. It's not planned because he wasn't there. Snaps! Brycey keeps playing Slay the Spire too. It keeps popping up and blocking my words. Snaps! I'm just putting all the wrong things. How could she plan for Edgeworth to be here with his car if it was premeditated? Just, that's the logic. Just say it, Phoenix. Just say it. I'm using up all my life points. If you die, you don't die from loss of blood that fast. Why didn't you save him if he was dying from loss of blood and they immediately came to him, he should not have died immediately, right? Because his death spot was like in the trunk. You didn't die that fast, right? Wait a minute. Why is it showing the A right there? I feel like the A wasn't there in this picture. I guess it doesn't matter. Dude, I am lost. You always knew this day would come because she wants them to die. Four and a half inch. So this is like not something to talk about. You knew this day would come. Okay, whatever. Delivering lunchbox to your boyfriend. Whatever. Okay, you sent something. Sure. How can you send something? I don't know. Vibes. Okay, so you saw her. She has a photo of the prosecutor standing next to the car. We get it. And then you want to prove that it was planned because she had rubber gloves on. Why else would she have rubber gloves on? Dude, I am lost. I don't know what to do. If it was planned, why would you only stab them once? Died to blood loss and not to stabbing? It says usually in... Let's try this.
Objection!
Oh, this is the right one. Thank goodness. Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell boxed lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife? A knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. What's with this case? A bloody murder weapon, a red car, all belonging to the prosecutor there. The defendant is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? Mommy, are the prosecutors bad people? The defense has a request. We ask the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, Vicky? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon? Oh. The knife just happened to be in the trunk of the car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Order. Great, now the tide is turning in our favor.
Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free.
That's not how this works, Emma. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Bah. Prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Sky, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution needs to prove, nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. You know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing? Would like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought.
How dare you?
My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Oh, really now? Okay, new one, thank goodness. Lana Sky intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge a knife in again and again. He only stabbed him once, I thought. I thought you said he was only stabbed once. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. That sounds a lot like premeditation, doesn't it?
So if I order pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy?
In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. Emma, get out of my box. I don't even need to press her on this. I think she messed up by saying... I clicked too fast. There's only like 3 things here. Okay. I thought she said there was only 1 stab. 1 night room. There it is. Present. Got him. She messed up because we insulted her. You say she stabbed him again and again. You couldn't have witnessed that.
Are you testing me?
Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise. I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet. Our feet as we wait, Miss Star. She's so anime. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due to loss of blood from 1 stab wound. Oh, you're right. Good show, Miss Edgeworth.
What a hunk! He's my hero, really.
What about my objection? No one noticed? Well, witness?
You got the crime scene set, right?
Oh, thanks.
I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. Now I realize that such mistakes are possible.
So you're saying you mistook something...
So you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice.
And tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify.
A red muffler looked like blood to me, and that's how ghastly the whole scene was.
She doesn't have a muffler on. A muffler is a scarf, right?
Objection!
What muffler? Miss Starr, I demand an explanation. It was clearly not suited for detective work. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or a muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph. Huh? But that can't be. Only a professional lunch lady would be so utterly clueless. Congratulations, perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. Yeah, that's why he's the best. What was my objection? Chopped liver? But it was there, a scarf. No, not that, but something red. Really? Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. What? Very well, witness, continue your testimony. At this point, they should not rely on this witness anymore. She's unreliable, she's lying, she's not remembering things right. Just get rid of her, she's not reliable. Saw the crime and apprehended the subject. Tell us about that.
Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least.
Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony.
The most important part?
The part where your sister stabs the victim? This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. To be like a broken record, you always want to dismiss witnesses every time they lie over and over and over. But, excuse me, I feel like in a court of law, if someone lies over and over and over, they should not be relied on as a witness. I think they lose their reliability, and they should get kicked out of the witness stand. They bring someone else, just disregard their whole testimony. I think that's reasonable. And I just like, why is this allowed? How? This game is ridiculous. I want to play a real law game. That would probably be harder. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to his side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. You're quite determined about the scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake.
Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten.
No thanks.
Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites.
I think it depends on the cobra about poison. Which one is not poisonous, but venomous. They are not... Snakes tend to be venomous, not poisonous. That's like a frog thing. To be poisonous. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside and kicked over an oil drum. An oil drum? Hard to imagine. She's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Wow. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will. Imagine if they made this game and it was realistic, so you had to do months of paperwork before the case goes to trial. Dude, I'd be curious. Months of in-game paperwork. Ooh, I would try that game. I would. At that point, it's like, just become a lawyer, dude. If you make a game about that in depth about, like, court. Oh, yeah. Poison is also a mushroom thing. You're right. Those really suspicious mushrooms. Okay. You know what? Let's press this. She's being kind of crazy. Let's just press all her statements. What do you mean I love paperwork? Get out of here, Gyro. So where is this partition on the floor plans? I'm sure she means this wall next to the car. That's right. There was a wall there about 6 feet high. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. What did you do then? Gyro, I don't actually do paperwork in D&D. I say, oh, I do paperwork, and I gloss over it. I don't explain the paperwork I'm doing. You know, it's like one of those things, like, I'm doing a report, I'm reporting all these things that has happened, and sending a request for this. Like, I'm not writing it myself. I'm just saying an outline of what has occurred or what I want, and then I send it. It's different than actually doing paperwork. That can be such a slog. Actually typing things up. And what did you do then? Oh! Say quickly, were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. But you were also behind a chain link fence. How did you get through the fence? Maybe I should press her for more details. I'd like to see this on the floor plans just to be safe. The lunch lady card was... She was the visitor that she was parked in block B block. So you witnessed the murder from here. Well, that would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes. That's not 30 feet from the car. That is way less than 30 feet. Judge, get out of here. Is that correct, Miss Starr?
Yes, that's right.
But there was a chain link fence in front of you?
I went over it, of course.
Amazing. The cough-up queen, lunch lady athlete indeed.
It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence. She couldn't have gone to my sister that fast.
Yeah, and that fence was about 9 feet high, too. How did Miss Sky not get away? If that's 30 feet from the car, then the car is also like 30 feet long. So they have enormous cars in this universe? I guess so. Or maybe the judge is blind and he's been trying to hold it back this whole time that he can't see for nothing. He is an old man, you know. You get hard of seeing as you age. Your eyes kind of stop working. You mentioned the muffler. What exactly did she say?
If I remember exactly, I would have told you in my testimony.
Cheeky.
Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler.
Just that one word.
So what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else. Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone.
Her phone? She can't mean... By phone, do you mean the cell phone discovered at the crime scene?
Yes, ultimately.
Ultimately?
Ultimately. My memory... It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see.
No, the court doesn't see, Miss Starr.
Because you're blind, Judge. You can't see for nothing.
Chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall.
Apparently it was out of order.
So she used her cell phone?
Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day.
Good witnessing witness? Good witnessing. Whatever happened to good testifying? Should of course add this to your testimony.
The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney.
Emma could go on witness and just refute this, and then what happens next? Oh, we got in another lie, and we just gloss over it. It doesn't matter that you lied again.
mess with our with our evidence. Whatever. Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court? I was going to ask the same thing. I only said this one time, so listen close, rookies. Chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. She picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. She pulled her own cell phone out. She pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. And during that time, he climbed over the chain link fence. Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the prosecutor hung up her phone. You saw her doing this. And you saw her doing this? What is it, Mr. Wright? The point isn't to prove the witness is unreliable. The point is to make the witness crash out and confess the murder so your guy can go free. That is what tends to happen, right? You just press them in all the right ways and they blow up on you. You just gotta rage bait them enough times. So she's sensitive about being an investigator and she doesn't want to be a lunch lady no more, so focus on that. She obviously wants to be like a hero or something, like all eyes on her. She made you escape. Can you be more specific? She bested inside my hand and ran. It was a terrible sight to see, like a dollop of lard on a pate of foie gras. I don't know how to say that word. Huh? A foie gras? The pate? I don't know. I don't know what I just read. I can't read. French? I don't know French. She even kicked over an oil drum at me. An oil drum? It was an oil drum lying on its side at the scene of the crime. But it's strange. What's that? If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way? Parking lot entrance. That's right. It doesn't make any sense that she would run from behind the partition to the oil drums. Excellent, more mysteries. I wish you can solve a few more before finding more, though. This guy tried to run. Sorry, my sister's so suspicious, Mr. Wright. Not as sorry as I am. If she didn't do it, you have to believe me. Alright, so she ran behind, and you caught her and arrested her. She mentioned the muffler at the car, not when you were holding her. You could not have seen her at the wall. You could not have seen that. Let's pull up the map, because that's impossible.
Objection!
Please. Miss Star. You know what? Maybe it is like that for attorneys to just press a witness so hard till they crash out. You just like nitpick everything they say. It's like, oh my gosh, what am I, an attorney? No, I'm a normal person. I can't, like, this is ridiculous. Like, a person can't speak without any sort of like error in their text because they're not a snake-tongued oil salesman with a, keeping like all their thoughts in like order of like, I can't be refuted at all. Like, people don't think like that normally. That's whatever. Miss Star, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Sky.
Objection!
Objection, you said poisonous snake, but clearly the snake is venomous. Okay, fine, I did the murder. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's exactly what happens in this game. Okay. The witness is a former detective.
The testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Who would have thought that you would be my knight in shining armor, persecutor? He's all our knights in shining armors, Angel. He's also like a really bad person, so like there's that too. You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Well, mister, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up. Let's look at the floor plans. They keep bringing up the cough up. She's a cough up queen, but she doesn't make us confess anything. They just keep saying it without anything to back it up. I don't know why. They gotta stop. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Sky making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. An emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. Plus, also, we could have the police confirm whether or not she actually arrested this lady. Like, we don't even know who did the arrest, so I want that information, just to throw that out. Order, what is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies. Ugh!
Objection!
That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. That's exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Here's what the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. What is lied about? She lied about what she saw. In other words, she didn't see Miss Sky using that emergency phone. Doesn't seem hard to imagine how she could have. Very logical. What's the matter, sir? Cat got your lunchbox. Oh, Mr. Wright, I hate to bother you while you're celebrating your victory. But why would Miss Star lie like that? Huh? Why would she say that Miss Sister tried to use a phone but failed? To buy time for her to climb the fence. She's making things up. Doesn't make any sense. Why lie about something so insignificant? Oh. Because she... Oh my gosh, it doesn't matter why she lied. It's that she's lying. Oh my gosh, Emma, get out of my defense box. Leave me alone. I mean, maybe she really did see her try to use the emergency phone. I see no room for doubt here. You ordered the patooey on mice, right? Sorry, I thought you had something here. I don't want to do this all again. I'm saving. I'm saving right now. I don't care. I'm saving. I ain't doing this all over again. If I see it in your eyes, you haven't learned your lesson, have you? That's exactly what lie this witness has told the court. The order of events? Yeah, sure. She lied about the order of events. This guy used that emergency phone before the murder. I see, I hadn't thought of that. Let's take the one out of her sales, yeah. Yeah, I messed up. I died. I knew I was gonna die. Don't worry, that's why we save. Like... Oh, there she is with her injured hand. I wonder why she's injured. We'll never know now. Okay, here we go. Now that I've done all of it, I can do this! Yippee! This guy tried to use an emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact?
Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Star to lie about it. Pointless to lie, I see. But say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone, would mean Miss Star witnessed it from a different location.
Objection!
Different location? Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one.
Objection!
Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Oh my gosh. We asked a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All the testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. It's the boyfriend's security box. So she couldn't have seen it. Let me click it.
Take that!
This is the only place where she could have been. The security guard room. Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. Built on the second floor so you can see the entire lot. Would have been able to see. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. Why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness not being part of the prosecutor's office couldn't park in A block. The place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Star? How many years have I been getting the better of men? Think that the tables could be turned. Damn man has got the better of Angel Star. Order, witness. What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must and make sure justice prevails. The guilty, is she talking about Miss Sky? Oh, Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? It doesn't make sense. Because she has a vendetta against... Oh my gosh. Star has a vendetta against Sky. Huh? Could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. She wants to be a hero and she has a vendetta. Exactly. This photograph tells all. Who's the defendant who stabbed the victim? That truth still stands.
Objection!
It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edward. What? The witness is found to be lying. They're guilty of perjury. She knows this. Oh, now we talk about perjury? Now we talk about perjury after like five trials where everybody's lying on the stand? Now we bring up perjury? Now it matters? Ridiculous. Your dinner's taking so long? You took bookie, got inflated and ripped apart? Oh. Good thing you can still eat it. Yummy, yummy. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. Tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Huh? Me? Who else? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Miss Star witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. Must make a vital difference, but what? What would change? It's the angle. Well, actually, more than angle, it's distance. Changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime.
Objection!
My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. What? What? I'm gonna. This is the gosh, it's ridiculous. The distance between the scene of the crime and the gauze station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see.
Objection!
What she saw is not in question here. Oh, oops. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime.
Miss Star, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky? Well, witness?
You?
Yes?
You ordered the squid wheels, right?
The quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible.
Well, I was bringing a PB&J lunch with a fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend.
Boysenberry for the boyfriend.
He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. Before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it.
Well, she's going the distance. Wow, this is a very far distance that she ran.
That's why I had to go through the visitor's pocket and B block.
It's quite the detour.
Probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime.
Wow, you slow runner. 5 minutes. That was 30 feet, so 60, maybe 90. Let's just say, let's give her 120 feet. 3 feet in a yard. How many yards is that? $40 yards? Is that 40 yards? Am I crazy? 120 feet? Is that 40 yards? I think so. 40 yards in 5 minutes is ridiculous. People can do that in seconds. Okay, anyways. 5 minutes. And you were running? Yeah, right. Get out of here. Leave. I don't know the time. I don't know what the distance is. But if half of the map is 30 feet. Maybe she was fumbling with the lock or something? Yeah, fumbled with the lock for like 30 seconds max. You don't fumble with the lock for minutes when there's a murder happening. It doesn't work. You go through, you run, you book it. She is slow. She is the slowest person I've ever... blah. It's probably because she's lying again. I don't know. It was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him.
I know it. I have photographic evidence.
No, you do not have photographic evidence. Why did you even run? You can't even see them from behind that partition. Ugh.
I swear on my finest plastic spork. And that doesn't mean anything to us.
You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention.
Would you like another caviar lunch?
Oh, giving him what? She's bribing the judge. Absolutely. Oh. So, right, you have to do something. Do I have evidence to stop this? Yeah.
Objection!
5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest? Think about it. You can make pasta in that amount of time. You like it al dente. That's ridiculous.
I've got lunch boxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie.
That doesn't matter. Why you keep talking about your lunches? Put those away. A 5-minute blink? Isn't that strange? Strange. You were a criminal. What would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. Miss Sky dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had a picture taken. No true criminal will act this way. It's inconceivable. Especially if it was premeditated like she was going on about earlier. Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. A witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go?
Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history.
We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. That was too close. I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. With that, court is adjourned. Thank goodness. Oh, what? Who?
Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right?
That's what she tried to force off on me. I prefer not to take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say?
I might be able to save you.
I have decisive evidence. What was that? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr.
Is this your jumbo lunchbox?
Ooh, a triple decker. Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. He is getting bribed. Fire this man for taking bribes. Judges cannot take bribes. Get rid of him. Fire him. Get rid of him. Oh gosh. There's a bunch of corruption in this court system. The 3-day court max the perjury, every witness, everything. People just lie, cheat, steal. It's just okay as long as you get a verdict. Oh my gosh.
Like the lunch motto says, you won't be disappointed.
What's she gonna pull out of her lunchbox this time?
I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, in matter of the victim's shoes, did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. One was of course the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. This shoe proves that it's flawless, decisive evidence.
Proves what? What? There was blood found on that shoe?
Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs.
Objection!
Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence?
Simple as I've always said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself.
And you had blood tests performed.
Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics.
In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence.
What?
You must know the 2 rules of evidence law.
Rule 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Why is he celebrating?
Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, the shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Is that right, Mr. Wright?
Seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen.
Could at least study some evidence law, really.
Prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, seems you have yet another count against you, witness.
Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged.
She called me out? No. Okay. No. But if evidence law is ridiculous, first of all. I can't. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. And I'm gonna save again because I ain't dealing with all this nonsense twice. Too much dialogue is happening. I don't wanna go through this all again. I have one life. Let's press her on everything.
Hold it!
Why did you lie about those 5 minutes?
I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results.
Results?
How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Admitted that. 5-minute blank means nothing. Why didn't you just tell the truth? Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, rearranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence, which is what you're doing today, Angel. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. This is when the suspect is admitting she did it. False testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. Just get this over with. You found the shoe at the scene of the crime? I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I want to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive. Like an ill-trained pooch who snuck off with a shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. The shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? Carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. Now, happy figure in your lunchbox bag, really. In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now tell us what you did next. So you brought it to the forensics department. If you're gonna submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert. She got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective. The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it. Well, the man was stabbed after all. That blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman. As I said, there were 2 taps of blood on the shoe. You can't say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, Rookie? Huh. Well, speak up. Oh well. Blood comes in 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there. It means that we can more or less narrow down any sample of blood down to just one person. Or so I hear. That's pretty specific. If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. But they said that's very little doubt it could be anyone but Miss Lana Skies. So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe. That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. I was afraid he was going to say that. Can't let this evidence go through that without a fight. You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? I'm like it hot, Mr. Wright. I'm like your client. She's in enough hot water to make the whole pot of soup. So right, don't you have a problem with the shoe? Problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? Yeah, let's make a problem. I'm not imagining things. I'd say there's one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction. Oh no. What is it? That gleam in your eye. I give you a peppered fish gut now. You can take the heat, could you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is the contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with the evidence. Oh, it's on the bottom. I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of the shoe. Don't mess with me, Rookie. Let it be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. Makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could be possibly be contradictory about the blood on the bottom of the shoe? But whose blood is whose? If this is her blood and that's his blood, that means, because that could be her blood on her coat.
Wait. Why does it keep doing that? Okay. Can I present the shoe? Wait, her shoes are the wrong color. Her shoes are clearly a dark color and that's a white shoe. Wait a minute. I'm gonna bring the photo back. Please. The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? Ah! As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about the shoe. I was trying to point out that that wasn't her shoe. This could be anyone's shoe.
Objection!
Picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints.
Objection!
And where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Order. Oh, it was the victim's shoe? I thought it was the defendant's shoe. I forgot. Well, let me... Oh my gosh. Well, that brought me to the right option there. That's crazy. Wow. I thought that was her shoe. That's... Woo! Well, we got there. This is like doing math with the wrong equation. You get to the same answer. Isn't that nice? What? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. I thought it was so ridiculous how she got this shoe. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Oh. It's true that asking wasn't why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright, think. Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? I see. Now I get it. Get what? Oh, witness is more devious than I gave it credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. She slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. Chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. I'm doing the wrong voice. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum, and she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman, brah. I can't do her voice anymore. I lost it. I thought that was strange thing for a normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Witness, well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Water? What does that mean? They don't get it, Mr. Wright. You want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Ah, you don't mean... Yes, the suspect knocked over the oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her. Ah! That ties things up quite nicely. Bloodstains left on the victim's shoes tied to her are quite clear to the murder. And after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs. Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty. Erasing evidence. That reminds me, Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. She didn't say she cut herself when she stabbed him. That's when my sister's blood got on the shield? Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright, do something, please. What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it. But... enough. There's no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well. Angel Star is on the prosecution's side. She could have been lying about the water. Court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. Little girl. Wrong voice. Little girl, what did you say? Huh? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution's side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well... thought you'd had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox, a lunchbox called evidence. Wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else.
Objection!
The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court. If that son scam, the cough-up queen. Look at this. A photograph? Just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white sheet didn't belong to the victim. There's no way a human can kick over an oil drum that's full to the brim. They can knock it over, not just kick it, I suppose. Cool. Yeah, I could push something, I suppose. I see no room for error in this evidence. So white. Wait, look at the asphalt in this photo. Hey, it's clearly wet. Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. Wait a minute. You wanted this. Why? I'm sorry, Mia. Right. Wet or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Pick yourself up from the asphalt, take another good look. Don't give up, not until the bitter end. This is the last piece of evidence. Very well, this time I'd like to declare a verdict for good.
Objection!
Come on, Wright. Your Honor, wait. What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. Then it will be too late. Look at this photograph, the last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. Yeah, honestly, Judge, you took one glance at this and was like, yeah, guilty, so right. Are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah, I'll think about it later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Hey, well, Mr. Wright. For the court, the problem in this photograph. I don't know. He's bleeding out. So his shoe is off. I mean, he's supposedly bled out, but like, there's nothing down here on his coat. I'm curious to what this is. I want to click on this, but I don't know what it is. I'm gonna click on it. It's so suspicious. Problem in this photograph is here. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. What is that napkin in the pipe? That's not a napkin in the pipe. It's a napkin in the muffler. I don't know what a muffler is. I thought that was the exhaust pipe. Is that the same thing? The exhaust. Is a muffler an exhaust? That's not right, is it? Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor? You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or a scarf of any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also kind of a part of a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe. Oh. Ah, I see. Judge, get it. Someone fire this man. Get rid of him. Can't think ahead. Doesn't have an independent thought in his head. What's that suspicious looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler?
So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? Oh, what does this have to do with this case?
Nothing, absolutely nothing.
Objection!
Sorry, Miss Star, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony.
What?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth and the muffler is related to this case. Please. Miss Star? Recently, call your testimony for the court.
Yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's when you confused my earlier testimony.
Muffler? Ugh. Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Yeah, it's one of those octopus sausages on her necklace. She's a bento box person. Well, it seems we'll have to suspend the proceedings.
Suspend?
Find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any questions unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. Right, we'll wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed?
I suppose so.
Well, that was close. But we made it. At least for now. Court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. Lunchtime after all. You still hungry? You thought I was a car mechanic? Wrong and false and untrue. Hey, we only died one time that trial. That's pretty good. I thought we'd die like more times. Get me out of here. Alright, get out. How do I always do that? There we go. Get me out of here. Oh! Oh man. That was a bit long. I gotta go sleep soon. I also need to finish my Hades run that I started. I really need to finish that run because it's been weighing on my mind. Oh my gosh, this game gets me so that's how I feel when I play this game. It just doesn't make sense. Why would basically I can't play it on stream because I'm in very, very, very late game Hades 2. It's huge spoilers and people are not. I know you have not even this far into the game. I know you haven't. I know Gyro hasn't either. That was the longest chapter. That was 2 chapters. And they were long chapters. Usually they're like an hour and a half. Hour and a half. That was like 2 hours each. I was like, oh my gosh. I'm losing my voice. Oh my goodness. So who done did it?
I guess it wasn't the first witness. I guess that'd be too easy. Why couldn't it be her? Oh, I guess it's not. Why put her in Miles' car? Is it gonna be some random third party that we haven't met yet? Maybe. You know you can save mid-chapter? Gyro, don't be ridiculous. This is also why I hate saving in the middle of a Hades run. Because I'm like, I want to do, if I start a run, I want to finish it in that sitting, which is really hard because the runs take a long time. If I start something, I want to finish it in one sitting. Is that too much to ask for? Which is also why I have a problem with binging games. I'll be like, okay, we're playing a game. But if I just like finished it, it's a really bad habit. But if I just like did it in one huge burst instead of like slowly enjoying my time through the course of like a month to a year, you know? Like why take the slow path of smelling the roses of the game when you could just like consume it like a ravenous beast, I suppose. Think about it. Consider. I did not drink any water during that whole time. I was too locked in. I Kirby inhale my games? I suppose so. And then, when it's really good, like Hollow Knight, then I just make it last for years somehow. Keep coming back to it. Yeah, I'm drinking water now. I forgot to drink water. Which is why I put that points channel reward thing. So I like the gyro specifically will keep me hydrated. Oh my gosh. Yeah. What was that? That was in my mind. What if it was the cowboy guy? Because we met him. No, I don't think it was the cowboy. Why would he do it? Why not have him do it, actually? Could be anyone. There's no clear suspect right now. What if he attacked her and she accidentally killed him in self-defense? Nah. I don't think that happened. But she was definitely protecting somebody, I just don't know who. Bum 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 bum. Okay, we got a raid out. It's getting light. And again, I have to finish that run. I probably have like 20 minutes left on that. I'm having so much fun playing Hades too. I finally... okay, I was like, that's a spoiler. It's so much fun. Everyone should play. After I 100% it, all achievements, whatever, I'm gonna go back to Silksong probably. Silksong destroys my hands though. Cannot handle it. You wanna hang out while I do my Hades run? Just kidding, unless? Just kidding, unless? No, just kidding, unless? Oh, I follow this person. Let's just raid them. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. You work while I work? Oh, you're editing? Oh, yeah. Guys, Gyro's doing such a good job editing. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, Olpi, when this episode comes out, you're gonna be like, wow, this is the best episode. Not for sound quality, unfortunately, but for it'll be so exciting. If you're caught up at episode 16. What do you mean no? What do you mean no? You know it's not gonna be the best episode? I say except for sound, which... Oh no, it's gonna be the best. Yeah, I have...
Subjectively, in my opinion, it's gonna be the best. Except for sound quality. We've sacrificed sound to have the best session. That's okay though. Like, if you think about it, if we were like... if we had a budget, we could have had like mics, I suppose. But like, who has budgets in this day and age, right? We sacrificed visuals too. That's funny. Okay, goodbye everybody. See you next week. We have to finish this chapter then. Bye. Goodbye. I need to drink more water.